Hi guys, my name is Lisa and today I just want to guide you through a video on how to start and get started on OnlyFans and how I would do it and some things to keep in mind to get started based on my experience with working with OnlyFans, creating and content and management and everything. I'm going to quickly through, there's going to be a lot. I'm going to talk about the content first. I'm going to have a full content onboarding review for you guys, and then I'm gonna slowly transition into how to structure it and pace it, what things you should focus on and look out for as a creator and as a manager possibly. And I'm gonna transition into the OnlyFans part itself later in the second part of the video and talk about the setting up the account, what you should look over, what you should keep in mind, how to price and how to find chatters and stuff like that. So okay, let's get here. I do want to talk about content first because it is really important to set expectations for your OnlyFans creator you're going to be working with. So ideally you need to post 3-4 times a day to get the traction for the account, to get the recognition, to get yourself out there. And it can be really overwhelming to start. I have a full content sheet I'm going to walk you through. This is literally what I use with my clients on call. Okay, so I usually go through this document with my girls on call together to kind of just set expectations and show them what kind of videos are going well, are not going well, and they can also like edit to like, dislike, so I just know. Because ideally there is going to be a lot. Different there's 10 of the different verticals that I put here. Vertical is a different word for genre of the TikToks and reels and kind of videos that you are making. So I have 10 general ones, but again, you should only focus on about 4 to 5. If that feels overwhelming, just stick to 3 to 5 to try them within the first few weeks of your content creation. And I want to walk you through clip farming. Clip farming is basically like Omegle content, just shock value, maybe funny value, just like make it look like it's really natural and the girl is talking to a guy, something like that. It doesn't have to be always real and true. You can kind of like scout and spend your time on actual Omegle. However, it is a little bit time consuming, so you can actually just set it up with people and play it out, and you just clip farm together for like 30-40 minutes and make hella clips that you can post after. So again, you can do fake ones and you can do it with friends, with streamers, you can collab with people, you can get yourself out there like that. I have some examples right here. You can get inspo from this creator. She has a lot of good ones, and you can literally just kind of get ready, get dressed for that, and just have your friend look over these or the person you're clip farming with, and you can literally recreate something like that and just clip farm and post them. I'll play a few for you guys.
I don't have one.
And what the heck is in your hand right now? You freak.
Nothing.
Your other hand, Dada. Your feet now.
Okay, so you kind of get it. There's a bunch of
Who is
different ones.
this? I'll spit in your butt, baby.
So all of them are going to be funny. So this is just an inspo you can take. And
Like 15.
Like 15? Like you don't know?
I don't know the exact number, but I know.
so for example, you could just do something like that.
Anyways, I actually had a dream about you though. If you want to hear about
What was it about?
We both woke up.
Yeah, so it doesn't have to be necessarily real or true. You can. It's just a little bit more time consuming, but you can just get inspiration and create something like those. It's really fairly easy to make in like a 30 to an hour period of time, and you can make a lot of them. So second one I kind of show them is skits. This one is going to be the solo one, and you just want people to kind of relate to you. You want to be something, you want to be funny, you want people to relate to you. You can use something like me when I like, why do I always, something like that, like something really relatable in the sense that people can recognize them in there. You can exaggerate your emotions. You can also, important part, when you create skit and there's like a background song playing or lyrics, you have to act them out. Like you can't just like, your image and your video and your music should be cohesive, especially if the sound has like lyrics to it. I have some examples right here.
A, B, C, D, driver's license. Have you gotten your driver's license? You're over 18.
Oh yeah, so just funny ones like that. I have a lot of them. You can see she's actually talking it out. She's acting it out like this and that. you know, and then
Focus.
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 so this one is funny. These are type of reels that you can do yourself. Also, mukbang could be a good one.
Hi guys, watch me try and finish this burrito in 3 bites. This is sauce.
Okay, so these are kind of skits that you can do yourself. And I have this one with skits with friends. You have to have elements of entertainment, shock, and relatability in your videos in order for them to kind of do good. Because if it doesn't have a hook or a payoff, it's not going to intrigue the viewers. They're not going to want to watch it. So let me show you.
This $100 bill is on the back of my hand or whatever's on the inside of my palm. $100? All right, just peel it off. All right, congrats. Excuse me, do you want this $100 bill that's on the back of my...
Okay, so you kind of see there's a hook and reward. The viewers are hooked onto, oh, what are they going to choose? What are they going to choose? And they see that there's 10K cash in the other, on the other side of the hand. So that's a hook and reward, hook and reward. And he doesn't just end the video when he's like, oh, okay, that was like one. He constantly maintains like other people who he comes up with. There's going to be more.
For $100, tell me what you do for a living, but without talking. Influencer? TikToker. Oh, wait.
Okay, so you kind of get it. These are some skits that you can do with people, and you kind of need someone else to do them.
Something cool.
Let's go.
It's a magic trick, so look. Look.
Yo, who the fuck is that? Get her.
Right?
What'd you do with our friend?
So this is just something funny to do. It's going to diverse some of your content and is funny and relatable. So you can also try captions on videos. They are working really well as well. You just have to make sure that the captions are readable, punchy, and actually funny and relatable as well, because if they're missing those elements, no one's going to share with them. You have to watch, when creating a video, you want to create something that you would send to your friend group, you would send to your friends, something that's talked about, you know, or at least be relatable so the viewers relate to you and, oh, they think, oh yeah, same, you know. Let me show you here.
So what you wanna do? Are you gonna keep her?
Again, you can see how she's actually like wondering in the video. She did the movement. She actually spoke it out and acted it out. The lyrics of the background song, the sound actually, it really makes a difference because it makes it really cohesive. Here.
Yes, Robert. What do you want now? More money, a check, a car, my soul?
So she's acting annoyed in there. You can kind of see these are the captions about the relatable stuff. They are fairly easy to make, doesn't take that long, and you can be really creative with this. Next one, I do have some car confessions. I want to call them that. It's the crazy story essentially that feels real, that feels raw, that feels natural and crazy. Honestly, it hits the shock factor of the viewers. And to be honest, it is our top 1 performer in terms of conversion actually and getting subs from the type of videos like this. These car confessions feel really raw and I want to say chaotic in the sense that it is a short form, kind of like a bomb shock value story, because of how honest it is, and it's like it's zero shame, it's unfiltered, and it's a fast delivery, and it's something that people are thinking but not everyone wants to say it out loud. So let me play this one for you.
Ex-boyfriend loved it when I farted right in his face. And I don't mean just like a little, like two. I mean like wet, loud, messy farts. He loved.
You can kind of see, you can see the comments on these, and this is actually the conversion driver for this creator, and these are working so well because you just think, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck did I just watch? That's why it's working so well, actually.
It's like 5 seconds of backdoors, like, but if you get past that, you're gonna be like Aladdin on the magic carpet. In the back of your head, you're gonna hear a whole new world.
So it's just something really unfiltered and even embarrassing and loud, but that's why it's working so well. It's really bold and it's something to talk about. So next one I have pretty explanatory is the transition. It's really also derives from the shocking and unexpected transition from the first to the second look. So before and after, and like the wow result at the end. before the transition, it's important to look kind of unfinished. You want to look raw. You want to wear baggy clothes. You want to wear no makeup and something like that. You want to have unpolished like hair, just look messy. That's fine, because it's going to make the difference with the after transition delivery and visual payoff. It's something that people see glow up in, an outfit change, and maybe makeup, and like a confidence switch as well. So it is obvious, but they are working so well because it's a wow factor.
Offering to do anything, I'm like, oh my god,
Here, and I'm gonna play some more for you just here. You can kind of see what she was wearing, baggy clothing in the beginning. Okay, here again, you can see she was wearing glasses. She was wearing, like, she tucks her hair in, so she looked like a complete different person. That's why the change is drastic, that it's working so well. And next one, I do have some crazy statements and would you rathers. Again, it's playing on the fact of the factor shock value. It's playing on the emotions, playing on the unhinged moments, and something crazy that people say. You probably are thinking that, but you will never say that out loud. So again, here.
You know, asshole hurt. How do you do it? Like, would I just go into my laundry room and pour like that store-bought bleach on my ass? And what color is it gonna turn? Not turning white, right?
So it's just crazy statements that you would...
Watching gay porn because you know what's better than one guy moaning? Two.
Okay, so it's like crazy statements that were funny, and then example of a crazy would you rather.
Date a girl with a flirty personality, so every guy she meets, it's right on the line of flirting. And you're like, babe, what the fuck? Like, why are you flirting with that guy? She's like, oh no, I was just being friendly. And then
So it's just like crazy would you rather examples.
your best friend's getting gang raped in front of you. Now you have two options. One, you can try and say,
Okay, you can see it's not a regular would you rather, like, oh, would you rather like eat only pizza for the rest of your life or only like sushi for the rest of, like, it's something that is really fucking crazy, and it's something that people would not say out loud. It's really unhinged, and it's crazy to say that in a video. Would you rather, it's like, would you rather get raped by, you know, like gorilla, I don't know. So it's something that people don't say. That's why it's working so well. People are hooked onto something that they don't get to see often in their life. It's something that is not usually said. That's why it's working so well. Another good one I want to talk about is the responding to comments, because it is a form of engagement and interaction with your fans in a way that you can really show your quirky personality and actually be sarcastic about it. For example, here.
This my fucking shit. You don't know this?
No. It didn't even.
She never takes it close to heart. Like, literally just think of that as a form of engagement, and it's literally free ideas for your content. You can just respond to your comments, and it doesn't matter what they say. You can literally say, here.
Do you genuinely want to know how I feel about that comment? Here's how I feel about it.
Here, you can be funny about it. Just be funny about it. Don't take it too serious. Just kind of play around with it. See where you can take that, and just let your personality shine.
Me, how I get so confident posting what I do on social media, and let me just say, I get a lot more confident on other platforms, but some things are better left off the feed, right?
Here, see, she used that comment. She didn't like actually put them in, but she generalized, oh, people ask me how I do this and that, and she used that to promote her OnlyFans, and that's genius in my opinion. I'm gonna talk about the dancing. It is kind of self-explanatory. It's going to be the visual hook, statements, movements, and honestly, something that's shareable, something that's satisfying to watch. Let me show you right here. For you, you might say it's not even a dance, but like, it is form of a dance. It doesn't have to be like actually K-pop performer and stuff like that. It's still a small dance that you do, and it's going to be satisfying. These ones, for example. You can see there was a little bit of the build up. You can see a little bit of the outfit, but you can't quite see everything. So people are waiting. That's like an outfit check. Here. And then she's going to turn around. So that's like an outfit check, and it's working really well.
Now we both look Asian. He waving and I'm drunk. I got that.
So it's kind of like a thirst trap, but also full body. You can see a lot more of you, and they're working so well. They are kind of quick to make. And last one, I want to talk about thirst trap. It's really self-explanatory, you know. Anyone wants to look at a pretty girl that like it's satisfying. You can literally make anything desirable. You can use tips like you can wear a big push-up, you can wear a pretty outfit, maybe a cleavage here and there. You know, maybe you just do a little bit of suggestive movement. Maybe you do a little wink, little lick in front in the beginning of the video. Baby, ride me to the darkness of the night. You can see she was wearing a pretty dress. You can kind of see her outfit. You can see the cleavage. You can see her body here. Not the type to call you back tomorrow. But the way you can see her facial expressions that she's doing. You can see the beginning. She did a little close up on her lips. It's also working. All of these are working great. So this first part I just show my creators when we just first start working, so that they see some good examples or some maybe stuff that we're going to try out. Obviously it's not limited to this, and you just have to limit yourself like 3 to 5 verticals to try out in the beginning to not get lost. But after we actually are working and we're trying new stuff, trying stuff out, and we're doubling down on what's working, I actually have check-ins for them. For example, there's a blueprint. I'm going to put a date here, and maybe let's say it's been a week, and I'm gonna point out most popular videos here, you know, and give a little feedback here. You are a good dancer, like, oh, this is funny, it's so funny. Like the category maybe was a thirst trap, like good dancing. See, you can give feedback like that, and it's targeted. For a transition, for example, she did a good job and the audio was clearly a transition audio, so it was amazing. And after that, I just have like suggestions what to change. Maybe take this to a different sense, maybe take it up a notch, you know, maybe try crazy statements. And I also always link examples, because you don't want to just explain it word by word. No one's gonna really get what you mean unless you put an example right here. And that's how my check-ins go, at least like usually 1 week, just because I need to see the 21 videos and see which ones are doing better, which ones are not so well, and just be honest, kind of look over the progress together and just give them tips on their progress, like how you can make this particular reel that you already posted a little bit better. Maybe you can add a caption to the dancing, just something to stand out. And after that, I always ask them, oh, what do you think? What are your thoughts on that? What do you want to try out? What not? What do you think so far? So that's just something like that. I also have some starters for the car confessions and crazy statements. I do want to link all the time some examples right here again that I showed you. And I also send them scripts. I also send them scripts, because it is like hard to follow or remake a script or remake a video without a script. So if you read it like a few times, or maybe you have a little note in front of yourself, you can redo it like easily. So I like to put a reel in here and also just type it out for my girls. So here again, you can also make them little hints of like, oh, rolling back the eye, you know, so that they can perform even better. So I like to have everything really filled out. So this one, I have a full breakdown of the Skit vertical. I'm not gonna go over everything, but it's just something that I like to show my girls when they do want to try the skits. I teach them why it's working, how to make your topic work, or how to make your video work, how to improve the delivery, how to improve the hook, the topic, the attention grabbing, the topics, and the purpose, and how to make the video really stand out and be satisfying and go viral. So I have a bunch of like explanations here, tips, small tips, and also of course examples, and breaking down each example. For example, like here for these ones, I also point out why they work so well. So I like to provide a bunch of examples. And for this one, I already have a video on my page about that, but it's just introduction for human psychology as to why certain videos work and how to make a video work from a psychological standpoint. And I also provide my creators with good sources of inspiration, not just a short, just one singular video. I provide them creators who they can take inspo from. For example, for captions and skits, I really like this girl, and she has a ton of good ideas that you can kind of just get inspo from. You don't necessarily have to copycat that. You can always put your own twist on that, but it's good to have a good source of inspiration. Same here. She has really funny skits and other content, like the English is so hard, and also the thirst traps are pretty. You can see she's doing the lick here. So a lot of good sources to get. Again, I put everyone She has good skits too and a bunch of different content. I like to put some for clip farming, you can see that, and just like actual people who kind of have same kind of content, so you don't have to spend time and waste your time going and looking for people like that. Here you go. She has a lot of the videos that you can recreate and kind of get inspo from. So this was kind of the content onboarding part of the video, and I know it took a while, but now I'm gonna take you back. And I know it was a lot, but within your channel subject, you should choose about 3 to 5 video topics. Again, do not get lost. Do not try 10 of them. It's not going to be efficient. You're just going to get lost, and you're not going to be able to track what's working the best, what's working the worst out of all of them. So choose 5 niches. If 5 feels too much, choose 3, because you are going to make 3 to 4 videos a day on that one niche. And vertical, I like to call it. So if you produce and post at least 3 videos per day, you will begin to notice patterns in the long run within the few weeks that you are running the vertical. So at the end of the 4 to 6 weeks period, you are going to notice some patterns, and you are going to be able to double down on what's working, and you are going to be able to eliminate what's not working so well for you. And some tips I do want to give you is that do not overdo it. Like, I cannot stress this enough. I don't want you to get really overwhelmed by this, and you're not going to perform good. You're going to just get lost, get really overwhelmed, and you're not going to be able to track what's working the best. So try 3, 4, 5 verticals and just create content on those within the few weeks. If you overdo it, it's going to be counterproductive, and it's going to turn around. I want you to stay focused. I made these little sticky notes for you. So dial in on your verticals that are working. You are going to notice some patterns. And if you see that, oh, this particular vertical is working so well, just double down on it. Hit it hard, figure out how to make it even better. Or maybe you can improve lighting, maybe you can improve the position, maybe the camera angle, maybe you want to improve quality of it. Anything, you can just double down on what's been working well. And once you have your verticals kind of identified, you can really feel confident and feel everything around as well. And if you find something that's working really well for your creator or for yourself, like at the end of the day, dial in on your verticals. I cannot stress this enough. If you find something that's working for you, oh my god, that's good. Like, you keep doing what you're doing. People follow you for a reason. And once they follow you, they expect kind of similar content that they saw before. So dial in on what's working the best. And it's going to be a strategy that you can refer to anytime that you need an idea, or this is working so well for me, I can do this again. It's going to build you a skill that helps you with content in the long run, and it's going to create. And obviously you're going to get better every time you do it, and it's going to produce you consistent, good content that only improves time by time. Because you are going to figure out how to implement the same strategy that you already kind of learned onto new trends, new music, new stuff like that. And that's where your personality is going to shine through them. And again, do not just limit yourself with verticals. Maybe you're, oh, this vertical is not for me. I do not want to do it. I never want to do it. I'm never going to try clip farming. It's not for me. But you do not know what's going to perform for you the best. Maybe you think, oh, I'm going to do so good in car confessions, where your clip farmings would go for millions views. You cannot know what's going to work, what's not going to work. But again, try it out steadily. Do not try everything out at once. You just want to have the trial period and enough inputs for your statistics to show up, because you need to find some patterns. So be open. The content roadmap is going to help you figure out your content. It's going to measure the effectiveness and help you eliminate what's not working and double down on what's been working for you. You are always gonna want to double down on the content that's been working the best for you, because that's something that's working. If it's not broken, don't fix it, So here, I kind of did this little map for you. The week 1, you kind of want to review the blueprint. You want to review what kind of content ideas and verticals you're going to do, and you want to batch create 21 videos, edit them, whatever, and post them 3 videos throughout each day. And you're gonna track which one was the best one, which one was the worst one, and you're going to rehearse it and repeat, and obviously improve the same videos, kind of do the same stuff but in different font. Still try the same vertical, but just get more ideas and a different way to present that same idea in the same vertical. And again, you're going to create 21 videos, and you're going to track them, and you're going to refine your verticals each week, and it's going to get better and better and better. And by week 5, by the end of the month, you're going to identify top 3 verticals that's been working for you that outperformed other ones. And you're going to find the 2 underperforming verticals that you're going to eliminate. And in the upcoming month, you can substitute those 2 lower ones with 2 new verticals. Maybe one of them or 2 of them are going to be, again, something that's working super freaking well for you. So in the upcoming month, week 6, you can refine everything and repeat week 1 to 4 same way, as long as you saw patterns and you can eliminate something that's not working and something that's working. However, if you do not see any patterns, if you do not see any growth, if you only see decline and any not progress whatsoever, you want to rework your entire content. You want to rethink everything, because it might not be a vertical problem. It might be a production problem. It might be the way your creator or you are making the videos. So you want to rethink that and not keep doing bad videos for your upcoming month. So this little thing that I built for you is just there to help you track social media and get results from it. And if you use this roadmap, you will stay consistent. You will get results. You will be able to track your progress and get more views. And if you get stuck, you will be able to just go back and track where you get stuck and what you did wrong, or what vertical kind of did not work for you. And if your views begin to decline, you will know exactly why and where it all started, because you are tracking everything. And you can refer back to this roadmap whenever you need help to stay on the track. So take care to keep your content to 3 to 5 verticals at the time. Okay, so that sums up our content onboarding part of the video, and these are just things that I will look out for or implement and use if I were to start as a new creator or a new agency. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I really appreciate that. Feel free to hit me up on Instagram, ask me if you have any feedback or questions. I'm always there. It's free to text, and smash that follow button, and I'll see you soon.